Hello, welcome to the replay. I am, it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you, but it's all good. Let's get into this conversation. So, I am just getting back. So, first, let me tell you who I am. I'm Monique James. I am a certified AI consultant and marketing strategist. I help small and medium sized business owners bring clarity to their confusion in their marketing strategies. And I am just getting back. Give me 1 second, y'all. I am just getting back from a business summit in my area where I sat on a panel talking about AI. And I want to share with you some takeaways from the panel. I mean, you had to be there, but I want to share with you some takeaways from the panel and some other things to help you leverage what you were not in the room for. So, the last question that we were asked on this panel was, where do we see AI for small to medium sized businesses in 3 to 5 years? And my answer used a story. I talked about how I moved to the community where I live now about 3 years ago. And in the years before I left where I used to live, I still got the yellow pages delivered to my house. And every time I would get it, I would be like, okay. And I shared with the audience that I believe in 3 to 5 years, some businesses will be operating like the Jetsons, metaphorically. It's going to be flying cars around here. We're going to have Rosie making our meals, cleaning our homes, metaphorically. And others will still be trying to get ROI from the yellow pages. And the difference is a decision. So I feel like we are definitely at an inflection point. This AI space is moving really fast. There's a lot of tools, there's a lot of noise happening right now, and there is also a lot of fear. And this conversation is not about the fear. It's not. If there is fear there, I am going to encourage you to not let fear keep you in a place of indecision. That's all I'm going to say on that. But I feel like very practically in 3 to 5 years, small to medium sized businesses will have their internal co-pilots. And I don't mean co-pilot, the Microsoft owned AI, LLM. I mean co-pilot, some device, something to help you do business internally. I feel like every small to medium sized business owner that has an internal GPT or assistant or space or whatever you call it on the platform that you choose to use, that helps you do operations better, that helps you do customer service better, that helps you do content better. Those control tools will become even more valuable because they will help you operationalize your process, automate your process even better. That's my first prediction, if I had to call it that. Second, I feel like within this next 3 to 5 years, having governance around your brand voice is going to be a moat around your business. It's going to provide you some safety, some protection. There was a question that came up during the panel about the fear of people's image and likeness being used to say something online that is not in alignment with their brand. And the fear of that is keeping people from leveraging AI. And so I mentioned that for the most part, everybody sitting in that room was a business owner or in leadership in a corporation. And we all probably had at least one photo of us on our LinkedIn pages, right? Those images, that image could be manipulated by a bad actor and used to create something that says or does something online that is not true. And so for me, what I said to answer that question was this creates an even greater sense of urgency and importance around creating and identifying and clarifying your brand voice. I believe that businesses that document their brand voice and what that is and train tools on it can scale trust because it allows you to be consistently consistent. You can stay on message wherever you are. Having outputs that are generic leave room for, in the event, we can't control the bad actors. Let's acknowledge that up front. But in the event a bad actor does use your image or likeness to do something that is not in alignment with who you are, you have done your due diligence to ensure that everything that has come from your brand aligns with your values, your core beliefs. And so there is evidence, there is receipts to prove that that's not you. That's number 2. Number 3, controlling your data. This also was a question. This also was a question that came up during the panel. You as you as business owners, as leaders, have to be adept enough to know how the tools that you choose to use are going to use your data. And one of my fellow panelists mentioned so succinctly and so brilliantly, when you're using the tool for free, you and your data are the thing that's being sold. With tools like ChatGPT, the more you pay, the more protection you have. The more you pay, the more, the more assurance you have. That's just the way it is. So I want you all to be clear, to be to understand how the tools that you are considering using or the ones that you are already using are using your data. You need to know where the setting is to turn off the model training feature so that you can turn it off. You need to have, if you don't already, you need to have an internal AI use policy for your own brand to determine what governance looks like for you, because that gives you protection as the leader of your business. And when you're having conversations with clients, with prospects, with leads, with potential partners, you're coming at it from a place of clarity and professionalism. That's number 3. Number 4, I feel like there are a lot of roles in businesses happening now, but also going forward, that are going to shift to being the conductor. That's the word I'm looking for. The some of these we will be able to activate, automate AI tools to do the work, and then we get to shift from being control to being command. And we are then guiding what the tools do. We are ensuring the tools do what we tell it to do. We are leveraging AI tools to help us do our briefs, to do our question and answer, to segment our audiences. All of these things that we do on a daily basis in our businesses, we'll be able to leverage AI to increase our output, double, triple our output, provided we have a strategy. That's what the Jetsons looks like in 3 to 5 years. That's where your business could be in 3 to 5 years. What I don't want for you, what I would hate for you is in 3 to 5 years to be living that yellow pages lifestyle where you are still copying and pasting prompts into random tools with no connectivity, with no policy, with no clear brand voice, and no way to measure. I don't want that for you. I hope you don't want that for yourself. So here's the thing. Here's the fork in the road, right? I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You will yes or no. You answer for yourself, and hopefully this will give you some clarity. Number 1, is your brand voice documented? And is it findable? Does your team know where it is? Does your team have access to whatever the identity, the character, that's my word, for your brand? Do they have access to it? Do you have a single source of truth for your offers, for your customer segments, for your messaging? Do you know which AI tools keep your data in a controlled environment? Or are you just out here just laying it low and spreading it wide? I hope you're not. Do you have one defined use case with a target indicator, something that you have measured? Is there an owner in your company for the AI adoption and review? Who owns that process? And how up to date is it? If you answered no to 3 or more of those questions, I hate to tell you this, you might be a yellow pages. But there's still hope. You have time. You have time to shift from that yellow pages type business into what the Jetsons version of your business looks like well within that 3 to 5 years. So if you are listening to this, you are watching this, and you are like, okay, Monique, this is too much. I'm overwhelmed. Just give me something that I could start doing right now. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick one process in your business, just one. This many. That could be your email responses. It could be drafting proposals. It could be your weekly or monthly or however often you do it, your content plan. One process. Pick one. And in a one page brief or a one-page document, outline your processes. What's the voice? What are the boundaries? All of those things. What's the process from start to finish to do that one task? From there, you could build a GPT to automate it for you, to do that for you. That you train on your business, you give it the instructions, and you feed it only what you want it to do. I talked about this during the panel about I love custom GPTs because they allow you to take the general knowledge of ChatGPT, and of course, every LLM has their version of this. I just prefer ChatGPT to do this. You can turn the generalist, that is the generic, the big tool, into a specialist. And you can tell it how to engage. You can tell it what to focus on. You can tell it what to do and what not to do. So you get to create a controlled environment within the generic, the big tool. You do that, you do your custom GPT, and then you pick one KPI to measure. So you will know if this thing is working or not. And if it's not working, you will then be able to make an informed decision about how to tweak it, about how to change it, about how to improve it. Now, you could do all of that on your own, or you could hire me to do it because I build custom GPTs for businesses. Now, if you're watching this and you were in the room today, say hey in the comments, let me know. If you're listening and you know that you need support, you know it. You know that you need support. You know that you need guidance. You know that you do not have the time, the energy, nor the inclination to figure this out on your own. I got some options for you. First, if you are watching this from the CSRA, Augusta area or beyond, and it is before November 5th, 2025, you can join me at my upcoming holiday marketing workshop that I'm teaching at FLX Connect in Martinez. November 5th is a 2-hour workshop. We are going to teach you. You are going to leave with a holiday campaign. I'm going to teach you how to build your offer. And when I say holiday, I mean Black Friday, I mean Small Business Saturday, I mean Cyber Monday, I mean end of year, I mean New Year. We're going to teach you how to build the offer. We're going to create a script for your ad to promote the offer. You're going to create the sales page copy for the offer. And we're going to create your email campaign all for the offer. And while you're going to leave with those 4 deliverables, you're also going to you're going to learn how to structure your campaigns going forward. I'm just saying, if you know that you need that support, I will drop the link to the workshop in the comments of this video, in the description of this video. It is $50 to attend. 2 hours, bring your laptops. We're going in. Second option, if you are not in the CSRA area, or if you are watching this after November 5th, 2025, and you need support, you can book a call with me, a 25-minute call to talk about what's happening in your business, and we could figure out if and how I could help you. The link for my calendar will also be attached to this video. Listen to me. Listen. Do not end 2025 stuck in the same indecision, fear, and overwhelm that you started this year with. Decide today that you will make a decision that will change your business going forward. Think about that 3 to 5 years from now. If you don't want to be then where you are now, it requires you to make a different decision. And I hope that this conversation has illuminated some things for you. And I hope you will take action. I hope you will pick that one thing and start exploring how you can use AI to help you do it better, faster, more fantastical, whatever floats your boat. Your business deserves a leader who is clear, and your business deserves innovation. And so I hope that you will give it to yourself and to your business. So thank you so much for tuning in. Strategy first, tools second, trust always. If you have comments, questions, and you're watching the replay, drop them in the chat and I'll come back and answer. Later.